Shoot me a countdown. Okay, then 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is FEZ, and this is probably the last time I will play FEZ before some time. So I hope you guys will enjoy this run that I started learning like in September or something. This category, because I've run this game for a very long time. So for those who don't know the game, it's a puzzle platformer that was released a few years ago. And it was especially known for its topsy-turvy puzzles. Some puzzles could not be solved without brute force for quite some time until they finally got the answers. And stuff like that. Also, it has a very beautiful soundtrack, and graphics are amazing. Well, it's an amazing game anyway. And for the scenario, well, it's pretty simple. You control Gomez, and one day he gets a letter from the chief of his village, and he goes on an adventure where he meets this hypercube, well, this hexahedron for the exact name, and it's telling him some gibberish in a language that you don't understand, and you get the FEZ, and then you can rotate. You can rotate the world in a few minutes when I get the FEZ, and then the world will be destroyed, and you need to gather cube bits and cubes all around the world to reconstruct the world, I guess. And yeah, maybe the game designer was not the most welcoming person, but Renaud Bédard, who is the developer, is a really cool guy. So now I have the FEZ and I can rotate, and because I start to rotate, it will break the hexahedron, the game will crash, and we can start the run again. But because this is a fake crash, some things will change. So back into Gomez's room, this time I still have the FEZ on my head. And I will discover a new friend of mine in the person of Dot, which is this this 4D representation of a cube. So that's a hypercube, a tesseract. And basically it's our Navi, so it will help us to understand stuff in the world. Lots of explanations and also a few tips sometimes. And now we can start. So the goal of the run, it's not any percent, it's all golden cubes. So basically there are two kinds of cubes in the game. There are those called golden cubes, which I will start to collect right now. So they are either cube bits like this, and you need 8 cube bits to form a full cube, or sometimes there are full cubes that are already around in specific places. And there are 32 golden cubes, and there's also 32 anti-cubes, which are blue cubes, that I won't collect at all in this run. But in any percent, most of the cubes that we collect are anti-cubes because it's much faster. So to complete the game I need 32 cubes to open the last door, and because I can only collect golden cubes in this run, I will collect all the 32 golden cubes. Hence the category name. So that goes my first cube. Some explanations, blah blah blah. I try to mash as fast as possible to skip the text. So just a heads up, because I have some time. I'm the only runner in this category so far, so obviously I have the world record, if that makes sense. And I improved it yesterday actually. So the current world record for this category is 58:39. And it's in game time because, as you might be able to see on the top right, I have an in-game timer that was created by the developers for the 1.12 version that was released a few months ago. And basically we speedrunners designed this this timer with the developers to make something accurate and fair for all the players. So here is a glitch that I will be doing several times, actually multiple glitches. The one that's most obvious is teleport jump. Basically when you're in an alcove, you can jump, and while you are in midair, you switch side and it will teleport you to one side of the current platform. Yeah, there's not a lot of runners. That's a bit sad, but hey. So teleport jump is what I'm doing everywhere right now, once again. And the second kind of glitch is the corner kick. Basically it's when you see me grabbing a corner, a platform corner, and I do a jump straight up. It's a small manipulation with the controller that helps us to do this. It's pretty precise. And every time I do this, I avoid having a slow animation where Gomez climbs up the platform, and it saves about half a second every time I do this. So overall, because I will be doing this a lot, it saves a lot of time in the end. Yeah, thanks for Legend for the double explanation, because I'm focused and I try to speak English at the same time, so maybe my explanations are not the best, I must admit. So in this room, more teleport jumps. Actually, this is probably the room where I do them the most, because there are alcoves everywhere. And also there's a few rooms that you don't get to see in any percent, like this one. Some rooms like this, they have a few gimmicks. Like for instance in this one, I cannot switch side unless I turn the totem that is right there. This is the only place where I'm allowed to switch side. Oh no, not the glitch room. If I have some time and if I'm allowed to, I will try to show you. And also, that's another glitch that I forgot to explain earlier. Basically, it's some fall cancel stuff. If you fall from a very high place, you will die, basically. And you will get back to your original spot. Like where you were before you fell. And if you open a door while landing when you had to die, that makes sense. The door opening animation gets over the death animation and you don't die and you open the door. And it's magic, and I will do it a few more times in the run so you will be able to see it again. At least once, if not twice. I must admit that with my crappy bitrate, the glitch room is really awesome. So I hope I will have enough time to show you this, because it's really something. So one thing about this run is that I have to wait for owls, like these owls. And there are 4 owls into the game. Also, I forgot to do something, but whatever. There are 4 owls into the game, and they only appear during night time in certain places. And the route is made so that I get to the places where the owls are when it's night time. But the second one is pretty tight to get. So now that I have the first owl, there is I think 1 night cycle until I get the second owl. And if I do too many mistakes, I will be too late and I won't be able to get the second owl on time, and it will be very bad because then the backup implies a lot of backtracking. And obviously it will cost a lot of time. So here there's a possible glitch with the minecart, but I won't be doing it because my consistency is very bad lately, so I prefer not to do this. Even if it's funny, I prefer not to lose too much time, because you never know. Ah, okay, first time that I miss one corner kick. Because I've run this game for so long, my consistency is really good on corner kicks, but I still fail them sometimes because 100% consistency is not possible. Okay, the good point is that I'm not late at all. I just hope that I didn't miss anything by mistake, but so far it looks pretty good. So here that was a small abuse where you switch side right after facing a wall, and then you get kind of teleported in front of the wall. Also, that's good, I didn't miss anything, so that's a really good time so far. Thanks to the splits that I have in game, I pretty much know where I am. And right now I can say that it's pretty good. Ugh. So there's a few rooms where missing one thing can be deadly, and this is one of them. Thankfully I didn't miss my corner kicks at the beginning of the room, because if I did, then I would be off cycle with these moving platforms, and that's a huge time loss, because the cycle is pretty weird, and it's not going in your favor if you lose too much time. Right now it's just some kind of setup. Getting these crates up and down and all around. Okay, it's still daytime, so I'm really far ahead now. I might actually be too far ahead, because that means I will probably have to wait a lot for the third owl. Oh, also black holes, but that's something I can explain. Black holes, they appear randomly from the second time you visit a room. Like, for instance, this room, this is the first time that I visit it, so I won't get black holes, but if I get to visit it a second time, then I can get black holes. And the probability to get black holes is linked to the amount of cubes that you have. So the more cubes you have, the more possible it is to get black holes. But thankfully we don't do a lot of backtracking, so we won't see black holes a lot. Because most of the time it's not really making you losing time, but in very few places it does. So now we get into the tree. It's a pretty cool zone, and we'll get back there because we have to go there a second time later. Oh, so don't do that again. I don't understand this vine. Okay, so really easily this time I get this owl, but I've been trolled more than once. Ugh. Okay, whatever. And now I have a lot of time to spare before getting the third owl, because I know I will be too early. So it's fine if I do a few mistakes. That's what it means. Whoa. Oh, the puns with vine. Oh. Nope. Okay. Same abuse as earlier, but I failed it twice. Because sometimes the game is a bit capricious. Hey, the Hulk. Thanks for the good luck. Also, another abuse that you can do in the game, and I will do it several times, it's that you can jump while in midair. Like, there's a few frames after being in midair where you can jump, and I will use that. I just used it to reach a platform that I shouldn't reach, and I will do that later to do a huge skip, and I hope I will be able to do it because I just trained before this run. And I did it 10 times and I failed it 10 times. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, so just to explain with the owls, you get them during night cycles, but the fourth one, it's actually a bit weird. I will get back to it after this room, because this room is a bit weird as well. I will enter it and leave it without getting the cube. That's because there is a shortcut door in this room, and I need to discover the room to be able to use the shortcut door that is in it. And yeah, that's why I just entered and left the room, because I will get back to it. Yeah, the day-night cycles are based on real time. And the timing is pretty awkward, because I realized that in some places the day and night cycle is kind of reset. Like, for instance, later in the run I will get into the industrial hub, and when I reach the industrial hub, nighttime always happens after a certain amount of time. It's like the day and night cycle is reset when you enter this room for this hub for the first time. So after getting the third owl, you can start going fast, because there is no such cycles anymore. No, I said I will get back to it, but because of my crappy accent, maybe you understood something else. Okay, so the owl is not there yet, so have to wait. It's not there yet, so I will just get the cube and then get the owl. So another full cancel, and then I can grab the owl and get back to the door. And we back in there. It's magic. So as you can see, I have black holes right here, but I really don't care because I just go there. Yeah, for the day-night cycle in the industrial hub, I really don't know why this happens, but it happens. And I know exactly that after a certain amount of time, night will fall. And it's always the same. And it's really independent from whether you were in day or night cycle before. Ooh! Okay. Why not? I hope, Villagin, I hope that you see that, because I don't think I've ever seen that myself. Hey Belucan. Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, I really fell through the platform, and that's very rare. So just some small trivia. This is the clock tower area, where in the very early Any% run we could get up to 5 cubes in this area, but then we decided to ban it because To get all these cubes, you need to change the clock of your computer. And because it's something that you do outside of the game, we decided that it's not really speedrunning friendly or something. So we banned this room for any percent. And for a drink. Okay, so now we are back into the nature hub, and we are heading to the industrial zone that I talked about earlier. And we're going there by going to the lighthouse, which has a few nice early cycles in it, so I hope I will be able to do it. I don't know why I put some plural in there, because there's only one early cycle. And also a few tricks as well. Thanks to the abuse of side switching. So here's the place where I can do the early cycle. I just hope that I will be able to grab the platform correctly. The ladder, sorry. Okay. And early cycle. That's it. Because otherwise you have to wait for the ladder to turn once more. And you don't like to wait, obviously. Now more abuse incoming. You will see that I will jump, switch side, and I'm there. Also, I have a small strat to climb ladders a bit faster, and that's also how I'm able to get the early cycle in the previous room. More abuse incoming. There we go. And we are at the half of the run because I just got my 16th cube. Also, need to make sure I get this message, because otherwise, if I enter this door before getting the message, the game soft locks. And you obviously don't want that. So the industrial zone, it's not my favorite, to be honest, because there's a lot of turning stuff, moving platforms that you can fall through. Yes, you can, and I hope it won't happen because it's really obnoxious. Vulagen, if you remember, in any person for a very long time, the game soft locked if you get the first cube in Gomez's room, and then you don't get the message from Dot before leaving the room. It's basically the same here, but it's been fixed for Gomez's room, but not for this one, for the 16th cube. It's pretty, I don't know, pretty ridiculous, but that's it. Okay, precise movement in this room. Okay, I got it. It's very important to know this room by heart, this small room by heart, because you have to rotate and enter quickly into the door. Otherwise you have to wait for a full turn of the moving thing to be able to enter the room again. Perfect. Oh, more moving stuff. You rotate stuff, you get there, you rotate again, and then I will kind of teleport once again. Like this. Okay, a room that I really don't like, because if I don't get the first kind of cycle with the platforms, then they get completely out of sync and you lose a lot of time. Okay, I got it. It's very tricky. It's really more tricky than it looks. Yeah, the alt timing was really perfect this time. I'm really glad. Basically, in this game, every time you see some moving stuff, you want to be really careful, because either Gomez won't grab it correctly, or you can fall through it, through them, or other things like that can happen. Okay. After this cube, we're going to my favorite zone of the game, I must say. But at the same time, this is kind of the place that will decide if this is a good run or not. This is the sewers. The music in this area is really awesome. So here, same thing as earlier, there's a shortcut door, so I just get in there, leave, and then I will get back there later. Now we are heading to the sewers. It's a really cool zone, in my opinion. But maybe one of the most deadly speedrunning wise. Shoutouts to Mario. That's an obvious Easter egg. So the gimmick in this area is, well, of course the graphics. Like it's kind of Game Boyish. And there's a lot of play with levers and changing the water level. And the first area that we'll get into is the sewers puzzle skip. So it's double frame perfect and pixel perfect, and I hope I'll be able to get it. Ooh, first try! Holy shit! Now that's a very good run so far. So this is double frame perfect and pixel perfect because you have one frame to get the maximum jump length, and then you have one frame and one pixel where you have to rotate so you can grab the vine. And that's how precise it is. And that was the trick I was worried about earlier, because I couldn't get it in 10 times and now I get it first try, so that's really relieving. Okay, so there's still a few early cycles that I can get there. Not in this room, but in the next ones. Ugh. In this room there's a pretty tricky early cycle, and I got it, nice. It's very tight to get this one. And now in the next room there's another early cycle that is much easier to get. Also, I didn't get black holes, and that's cool because that's one of the places where getting black holes makes you lose time. Okay, this one was easier. So that's pretty relieving because that's really a place that is difficult in a speedrun, and it went really well. So now for the end of the sewers I just have to visit this room to get one cube. That's right there. Last cube bit there, and then I will lower the water level there so I can reach the shortcut door that will get me back to the industrial zone. It's magic. Oh, this room. I really don't like it. It's very long, there's a lot of things to do, lots of rotating stuff everywhere. And a few early cycles that I hope I will get, with pistons that throw you in the air. Ugh. Okay. Nope. Oh, snap. I won't get it. Because of these rotating platforms that tricked me a bit. Ah, almost. Whatever. It's not a big deal. Okay. See, there's cycles everywhere in there. So if you ever miss something, then everything is not synced the same way as you are used to, and it can get kinda problematic to to go through. All right. No, I will get one more. I don't want to rig this. Thank you, game. Really appreciate it. Okay, one more branch to go because, well, actually the game map is kind of designed in branches. So there's one more branch to go through in the industrial zone, and then we can go to the graveyard. Ah, black holes there. It's really not the best place to get black holes, to be honest. So I have something in the throat. So the gimmick with this moving platforms is that you need to rotate to be able to link the rails and make the platforms progress. It's really not that hard, but it's kind of cool actually. Oh, and now this room is just strange. You will see the end. I don't know why it's there, honestly. It's just a troll to me, what's at the end of this room. Like these platforms, these big platforms right there. They're just moving under your feet. That's basically what happens. Almost. Okay. Went fine. So I'll try to not make the same mistakes as yesterday. I'm going back to the nature hub because that's the fastest way to reach the graveyard. And yesterday on my last PB I did a lot of mistakes on the way to the graveyard. This being one of the mistakes, so there's that. Okay. And we are into the graveyard. So this is a hub, like the nature hub, the industrial hub, and the sewers. This is the fourth hub, and there's actually a fifth one that we got through very quickly. And in this area, well, the biggest thing that you will be able to see is invisible platforms. Well, seeing invisible platform, that's a bit, yeah, I know that's a bit punny, but whatever. Basically, you can see them where there's some lightnings, and as well because of the rain, you can see them because the rain drops splash on the platforms. So that's the biggest gimmick in this area. Also, I hope you remember the house, because that's the joke. You need this house to open this door, and behind this door there is 1 cube bit. And that's it. So we need to get these 4 hours on time, which can be pretty painful sometimes, just for 1 cube bit. Actually, there's something else there, but that's not useful for this run. Also, black holes there, this is really not funny either. It's really annoying. Okay. Yeah, that's what I said when. Well, that's why what I meant when I said that some puzzles are really topsy-turvy. Because for some of them you get very few indications of what you have to do. Forgot to jump. Okay. No, Xelnas, you don't get it. I hope Villagin will be able to explain to you, because I don't want to get into this explanation while running. The guy that you call a douchebag is not the developer, but the game designer, which is a huge difference. There's a total in the game of 64 cubes, but I only need 32 of them to finish the game. Ugh, I don't need to jump there. Okay. I'm speaking a bit less there because I really need to focus. This is really not the easiest part of the run. I prefer to focus. Well, the anti-cubes, they are cubes that you get by solving puzzles in the game, while golden cubes, you just get them by exploring the world. But because in this area I don't in this run I don't solve any puzzle, then I don't get any anti-cube because they are banned in this category. Oh, I did that again. I might have some good news for you guys. We'll see that in a few seconds. Okay. Yeah, okay. So As I said earlier, I improved my PB yesterday. The record is now 58:39 and I'm around 10 seconds ahead. So now I will open these doors that you need a certain amount of cubes to open these doors, but because I already have 30 cubes, it's totally fine. And I just need to gather a few more stuff in these areas before going to the last area of the game. That will be the way to open the 32 cubes door and reaching the end of the game. Yeah, in any percent, I think it's 21 anti-cubes and 11 golden cubes. I think that's the ratio. Oops. Okay, so this place is interesting because somewhere in this area you can learn a lot of things about the game and about languages and about many things related to the game. But I will not enter said room because there's nothing I have to do in there. Okay, 5 more cube bits and they are all in the last area. This area, this is a village where some people live. And it contains the 5 last cube bits and the 32 cubes door that you need to open to reach the end of the game. There is all cubes percent. Well, it's actually called 209.4% or 0.7%, I never remember. And there is no all anti-cubes category, but it's been thought about. And it would actually be possible as well. But nobody did that so far. So yeah, 32 cubes. One small glitch to go through the wall and reach the 32 cubes door faster. And now there are 3 minutes and 50 seconds until the end of the game. So with my time of 54 and 43, that would make 50. 58.33 if I don't mess up the end, which would be a new world record. So I just hope I won't mess up the last room, because it already happened. And also there's one thing that can happen, one good thing that can happen in this room. It's called turnless. I think I've been the only runner to manage this trick. Basically, yeah, this is what Vologin calls zero cycle gravity. Basically, at the top of this room there is a rotating door that you need to reach, and as you will see, the gravity is lower in this room. Switching side is very slow, and and yeah, that's it. So I'll try to avoid at all costs to do the single turn, but it's so tight. Maybe I've done it like 5 times in my lifetime. So I exactly know what I have to do to get it, but sometimes I just don't. I got it! I just have no words for this run. There's just no other way for me to finish this. Okay, so now the game has fake crashed again. And the timer will stop as I enter, well, as I leave this room. So the new world record is 58.30 flat. Well, that was something. That was really something. I didn't expect that at all. I really don't know what to say. I guess sorry, because apparently that's not the goal of the marathon to get some world records. But it still happened. Well, I guess I have some time to spare right now. So I don't know, either I let the credits play because they're cool, otherwise I can show the glitch room as a good way to say goodbye, because everyone loves the glitch room with 500 kilobits per second bitrate. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, glitch room, okay. So, sorry for the... Sorry for the credits. Change slot. I'll go in this slot. I hope the game won't crash, because that's something that can really happen. Continue game. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. I guess I will... Okay, I have to go back to where the glitch room is. But maybe I'll have to restart the game because having no background is a pretty interesting experience. Actually. No, okay. I will reset my game and I can show you this in a second. I think it's because I've switched my save during the credits, and that's probably why I get this this weird effect. So will the game start? Okay, it does. So, I was saying, glitch room. You didn't miss anything, pretty much. If you didn't leave before the world record, you didn't miss anything. So, I hope you get ready for this, because you're probably not ready. Okay, here we go. Good luck seeing anything. I can see perfectly on my side, but you probably won't see anything on yours. Also, I don't exactly remember how to do this room. I hope you all enjoy my low bitrate. And that's it. What bitrate you need, I don't know, but 500 is surely not enough. And that's it, I guess. You can tell our platforms, yeah. That's the point. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks Magus for having me in the marathon. I hope that next time I will be able to show some new games, because that's what I plan to do from now on. New games. So yeah. Hope to see you another time, everyone, and thanks again.